You're watching the Stephen VL Outdoors channel. Alright, so go ahead, remove the dust cap, straighten out the cotter pin so you can pull it out. Save the cotter pin to reuse later because, you know, the internet loves it when you reuse old cotter pins. But I'm going to anyways. Now you're going to go ahead and remove your axle nut. I don't have mine on super tight. They're, for the most part, hand tight, but just in order to get the holes to line up, it's always better to go a little bit tighter than to loosen them up. So yeah, I'm having a little trouble here getting a bite with the channel locks. I guess I could just get the correct size socket out, but you know, why would I do that? And you are going to have two concave washers behind the axle nut. So you want to make sure that when you go to reinstall these, you reinstall them the correct way, so that way they put the correct amount of preload tension on the axle nut and axle. Using a 1/2-inch socket, remove the brake caliper. Should be able to pull the hub straight off, and using a 15mm socket, remove the tie rod end. You will have a washer on the bottom. The bolt comes out of the tie rod, and then you'll have a washer on top where the tie rod sits on the strut. Now you are going to remove the ball joint nut with a 15mm socket. Now using a punch, you are going to remove the control arm from the ball joint. Give it a few taps and it should pop apart. Now using a 1/2-inch socket, you are going to remove the bolts from the strut. Remove the strut from the strut cartridge and On top of the strut, there will be a big washer. You want to make sure you save that because you're going to install that later. Now, reinstalling the washer that you saved. You're going to put that on. Then you're going to take the bigger spacer and you're going to put that on. And then you're going to slide the whole cartridge back into the strut and reinstall your CV axle. Now you want to place a jack stand under the strut and let the jack down to compress the spring. And you want the strut cartridge to bottom out in the factory location in the strut cartridge. Now you'll want to reinstall the strut bolts and tighten them down, reassemble the tie rod, and install the hub brake caliper the same way you took it apart. Alright guys, so we are on the rear now, and you actually need to take out the whole strut. Okay, so something else I figured out when I did the other side off camera is really you don't need to do anything special to get this bolt out, this lower one, as you can see here. If you just kind of push down on the control arm a little bit, you'll get enough play to where you should be able to pull that bolt out. I didn't realize this at this point, so I was struggling a little bit, but you know, eventually I got it out. Alright, so now what you want to do is you want to take a spring compressor tool like I have here, and you want to compress the spring so that way you can remove the retainer that's on the top of the strut assembly. Once the spring is compressed enough, the retainer just slips right out. Alright, so I didn't really show it here, but you can kind of see it here in the video. You'll take the smaller puck or spacer and you're going to place that down on a strut, and then you're going to put your spring back in, and you're going to compress the spring so that way you can get that retainer back on top to lock it all together. Going to reinstall the strut assembly back onto the four-wheeler. It is a little difficult on this side because of the exhaust, but it's not, you can get to it, it's not that bad. Well, and that's how you install the high lifter lift kit for a Polaris Sportsman 570. This is a 2022 model, and had a few little difficulties, especially when I did the first strut, the front strut on the right side of the machine, and then you guys saw when I did the rear on the exhaust side, also the right side. that was a little bit of a pain in the butt with the exhaust being in the way, but otherwise didn't go too bad. So I haven't obviously taken this out yet, but I got more mods coming for this thing, so you guys will have to stay tuned for that. But hopefully in a couple months, actually, I do plan on getting it out for an actual test ride, and then you guys know that I will be out for my Labor Day ride for Labor Day weekend, and as always, we should have a good time with that. So I also wanted to mention that I did get my high lifter lift kit from Wild Boar ATV Parts. I actually am a Wild Boar affiliate, so if you guys want to check them out, the link will be down in the description, and your purchases will help to keep content like this coming for you guys. And I am excited to keep, you know, doing a few mods to this thing. I'm not exactly sure how far I'm going to go, and I have some things in mind. I'm just not sure if I, you know, really want to do all of them or some of them, but I don't really think I'm going to go too crazy. So but like I said, I do have a couple more mods that I want to do to this thing, so you guys will have to stay tuned, and drop me a comment below, let me know what you think, subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, catch you on the next one. Peace.